Here we go again. So, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now, let's just get into this. Now, I know I just did a video yesterday night after the game, but I gotta address this Dylan and Shea. That's all everybody's talking about in my Facebook groups and everybody. My homeboy he hates Michigan. He's saying Shea's trash and all this. So let's talk about it. I mean, it's the season now. I love talking Michigan football. I mean, I don't know if y'all do, but I do. So let's get it. So Shea and Dylan and Shea. I mean, what can we say about this? Okay, let's point out what Shea does well. What we know Shea does well. Shea can escape the pocket and make a throw downfield accurately. Shea has a lot of starts under his belt. Shea can hit a receiver downfield accurately. We know he can do that. He's also, now let's see what else he does bad. He will fumble. He's kind of careless with the ball when he's running with it. He will get strip sacked. And he fumbled that ball on the first play yesterday. Just a basic kind of wrap up tackle. Shea is inconsistent in throwing it. I'm not sure if that's because of his height. He can't see over the big offensive lineman, or if he just doesn't anticipate where the receiver will be, or if his arm isn't strong enough. It could be It could be a bunch of different things. Now, before people say the offensive line, they were running blitzes like we run. They were running the same type of blitz packages we run that Don Brown runs. So that's why when you saw on the other side, when we were doing those blitzes, they knew how to beat them because they run the same stuff. So they weren't shocked to see it, and their quarterback was poised. So now Dylan is what he does well. He's 6'5". He's runs the read better than Shea does. Shea isn't as good as Dylan on the read. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's not even debate that. But we haven't seen Dylan throw that many passes. He threw 2 yesterday. That little short crossing route was on point. It was to Eubanks. The other one, his other pass got tipped, and Ronnie Bell still caught it, but it was tipped. And then he took a sack. So the unknown is what gets us Michigan fans. We don't know. So we don't know. We've seen Dylan make some big passes. Like last year, he made a beautiful throw to Ronnie Bell, but he hasn't thrown that many passes. He looked pretty good when he got in against Notre Dame last year. Now, for his weaknesses, he's 6'5", but his frame is just tiny. He's got a slim frame. So, like when you saw him trying to run by the goal line, he's getting stopped because he's so skinny. And he got popped on that one play and fumbled out of bounds. So, you have to deal with that small frame. If he gets the start, will he be able to take starter punishment? Because that's part of it too. You can be the starter, but can you take the punishment that comes with being the starter? Because you're going to get hit. You're going to be in that dirt. So can your body handle it? I'm not sure if Dylan's body can handle all that punishment just yet. He's still thin. Like, it'd be different if he was lean and had like a Trevor Lawrence type body. The national champion from the QB from Clemson. He's lean, but it's a muscular lean. Dylan is, I know he lifts weights, and if you probably see him with his shirt off, he's probably cut up, but he's too lean. He's still not big enough. So that's just where it is. Like, we don't know, but there's just, like I was saying in my video yesterday, there's just something about Shea that's not calming. Like, because I'm not sure if the inconsistent throws, he had drops before people start saying the drops. He had some drops. But some of the placement on those touchdown passes, besides the McCune one, that was a perfect pass. The placement on like Nico's and Tariq's, he underthrew Tariq, and that ball to Nico should have been a little bit more inside. Nico was, I said this yesterday, Nico's just huge, and the guy couldn't hit him. Well, he hit him, but it was like a mosquito. Get out of here. You too little. But that's just what it is. So, Shea being a senior, Shea looks like he did last year. He doesn't look like he's any crisper. Obviously, his ball handling hasn't gotten better. Like certain things that you can control, you should be getting better every year. Every year you should be getting better at it. So Shea's ball handling, that shouldn't be a problem this year. Shea's accuracy shouldn't be a problem when dudes are wide open and they shouldn't have to come back to it and all that type of stuff. And Shea knows this. Shea knows this. If you watch the post game, Shea wasn't happy with himself because he knows he made a lot of mistakes on the handling the ball. He made a lot of mistakes, and he knows some of those throws he made. Because when they asked him about the throws, he was just like, those guys made the play, because he knows that his accuracy could have been better on those plays. So sometimes you got to hear from the horse's mouth. Even though Sanders still dropped a touchdown, that would have been a tough catch. But you at Michigan, you got to make that catch. Ronnie Bell, you got to make that catch for sure. You dropped 2. But he knows that. But Shea just seems like a guy that, I don't know, if he doesn't have that walk into a room and just take it over. He doesn't have that. You don't see it. He doesn't have that. And that's what you need at quarterback to really win. You just need that guy that can take over a room. Now the NFL is different. You need that guy, but it has to be to another level with your character and everything. College, you can just have somebody, I'm that dude. I'm that dude. You ain't stopping me. Like, come on. You ain't stopping me. I don't care what you do. You can blitz. You can run man. You can run zone. Get on my back. We gonna win. We gonna win. Y'all not stopping me. Dudes like that. Tim Tebow's, Vince Young's, Deshaun Watson's. These dudes like this that you're not beating me. Like, I don't know what you thought or what's happening. You're not gonna win. Cam Newton's. You're not gonna beat me. I don't care how many points you put on my defense. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you got at the end. I don't care about your linebacker. I'll run him over. College, you can have a guy like that. I'm hoping Joe Milton is that dude, because he looks like one of those dudes. Hopefully he will be. But right now Shea doesn't. I'm not sure how far Shea can take us, because he seems like he doubts himself. That's what it is. He seems like he doubts himself sometimes. Like he doesn't have that, I got it. Don't worry, we gonna win. It seems like he has it, but sometimes he doubts himself because Shea hasn't, okay, like Manziel. Manziel didn't win a championship or anything, but he had a lot of touchdowns, and he beat Bama. Did he beat him twice? He almost beat him once, and I think he beat him the second year he beat him. Shea doesn't have any big-time wins like that. At Ole Miss, when he put up numbers, he put up most of his great numbers against bad teams or mediocre teams. Against top talent, he had his worst games. So that's another big thing about that. You have to look at this, like, what type of dude is this? And don't say that I'm just hating on Shea. I'm not. I'm riding with Shea because I don't know what Dylan can do. But I'm seeing things. I saw him last year, and I was giving him a break because it's the first year. But this year, from that one game, I'm noticing a trend. So I had to look back at his history. He hasn't beat top teams. Ole Miss is a pretty good program, but they don't have the history and the tradition of Michigan, Bama, Notre Dame, OSU. They don't have the tradition of these teams. So the following, best believe, we're all talking about Shea and Dylan. Shea hears this. He's hearing this from in the news and on his phone. He's hearing this. So he's going to have to deal with that. So if he's second guessing himself and things like that, just like in the offseason, they asked him if they were going to run they asked him, Harbaugh says he's going to play 2 quarterbacks. And he was like, well, I don't want to come off the field and all this. But, I mean, what can he say? It's a quarterback. You don't want to come off the field. And honestly, those plays that they ran, they could have kept that where it was. Those were some garbage plays. Maybe they got some, but Dylan isn't the type of dude you want to be throwing to. He's a type of guy that builds up speed, but you don't want him getting hit by a safety or something like that. Leave that alone. Just run those jet sweeps to our talented receivers. We have too many talented receivers to be trying to do jet sweeps and stuff to Dylan and throw it to him. Like, keep him from getting big hit. That's just one right there. But you have to have this guy. I'm not sure if he's prepared for what comes. You have to be prepared to be the Michigan QB. Like, there has to be a I'm the man type feel to you. And this is a great example of being the Michigan quarterback, not with all the drama and all that, but Jameis Winston, his first year, he didn't have all that. Now, his second year, this dude might get suspended, got in trouble, news conference, will he get suspended? I'm talking about every week. And every week, this dude found a way to win. Every week, get on my back. They made the playoff. They lost. They got blew out. But dude was something serious in college. He turned it over a lot that year, but he got him to the playoff. That's where you want to be in the playoff. We haven't won a championship. He won a championship the year before. So, hey, I already got my ring. But we haven't been to the Big Ten championship or the playoff. So I'm saying that's just some of these dudes, they just can handle it. Like college, I got this. Like, yeah, give me the ball back. I'm going bring this home. Like, and I'm not sure he has that. Dylan, the thing about Dylan is he seems like he might have that in him. That's why you can just see it. It's something that you can't put on paper, but you can just see it. And people are starting to see it. Like, this dude might have that type of instinct. Like, I'm that dude. So that's what's going on, and that's what it is being a Michigan fan right now. Because we don't have that dude. And honestly, it might pay dividends if Harbaugh sees that it's close, that Shea is just a little bit better than Dylan. You might need to just go and play him because he's going to be the starter next year. That you might just need to do that because he's going to be the starter next year. So he gets 10, 11 games of starting this year. He's only going to be better next year. So you might want to if Shea is slightly better or you think they're about even. You might need to do that. because it's going to pay dividends next year. Well, it should. I mean, Shea looks the same as last year, basically. He's making the same type of mistakes, throwing the ball kind of the same way. Like, I don't see any. And this is my last thing I want to say. I mean, it could be irrelevant or not, but did Shea work out? Am I the only one that noticed his arms? Like, they look like no muscle definition. Like, do you work out at all? Like, any definition? I don't see it. And not that this has a difference. I'm just saying it just, I don't know. I just noticed things like that. Like, does he work out that hard? Because I heard that when McNamara came, he was pushing him in the weight room. So that might, I don't know. I mean, that don't make too much of a difference. I just noticed that. But it's gonna be a long year, y'all. It's gonna be a long year dealing with this Shea and Dylan, because I'm confused right now. Because I don't know how good Dylan can be or is. I know he runs the read better than Shea. I know that for a fact. And I think he handles the ball better than Shea. I don't know what's going on with that ball handling. Get it together. But I've seen Dylan throw some balls, and most of them have looked pretty good, but it hasn't been enough of a sample size for me to say, okay, give him the job. It just hasn't. I will say when he threw, and one more thing about Shea. Shea looks downfield too long when he's got check downs coming across the field and stuff. Like, he'll be looking downfield when the check down is here with yardage. That's the thing about this offense. When that check down is there, sometimes that's the best play, because he's going to pick up 10, 15 yards, or he might take it to the house. That's the thing about these offenses like this. If you throw it short, you can throw it short because you expect your wide receiver to take it 60. So that's just another thing. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I mean, I know people are going to say Dylan hasn't thrown it. I hear you. And I know people are going to say Shea's inconsistent. He can't even hand it off, and he'll fumble. I hear you. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm scratching my head like y'all. I don't know. I can't say Dylan, because I don't know. I trust Shea somewhat. I know what Shea is, but I don't know what Shea's peak is. I haven't seen him peak in a game. So that's just what it is, y'all. It's gonna be a long year dealing with them unless somebody gets hurt. Unless Shea or Dylan was to get hurt, then it'll kind of calm down. Hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't happen. But my last point, I know I done said this a couple times. My last point, though, if Shea bruised his ribs early in the second half, at the end of the second half, why are we playing him? Harbaugh, you got a backup that's gonna put up that can finish these games. Like, Dylan could have finished that. Dylan could have played the whole second half yesterday, and it wouldn't have mattered. We would have won. We would have won. So, what are you putting Shea back in? And we're not even in Big Ten football yet. Best believe it's only gonna get worse. If you got bruised ribs, it's only gonna get worse. Because I saw him holding his ribs. I'm pretty sure it's a bruised ribs. It's only gonna get worse. Take him out. If you don't believe Dylan can be that dude, take Shea out. Don't worry about what he's saying. Sit him down. What you playing him for? He's got bruised ribs. We got Army next week, and you gonna play him. And we got a bye week, then Wisconsin. Bruised ribs don't heal up that fast. So honestly, I know we need the rhythm. We need the rhythm. We barely even threw in the second half. So I don't want to hear that. He threw 3 first half touchdowns. Sit him down. He got bruised ribs. Sit him down. I might not even play him. Honestly, I would play him next week, but once we get up, you go, come on, Shea, come sit down. That's if you think that he's that much better than Dylan. But once we up, I know Dylan can finish the game for sure. I know that because he's gonna run that read option down your throat, and he's gonna continue to just eat up yards down the field because he makes the right read. Shea doesn't make the right read every time on that. He gives it too much. And you could say it was because of his ribs and stuff, but he did it last year. He did it. I saw him do it all last year, where he gave it to the running back when he should have took it. When he keeps it, he'll get more yards, but he misses out on 5, 6, 7, 8. Those yards add up. But if he's got bruised ribs, Harbaugh, sit him down. Once we get up, sit him down. He shouldn't have played the second half if he's got bruised ribs. It's too early. This is the first game of the season. Sit him down. But I just wanted to address that. It's going to be a long year, y'all. Let's enjoy the ride, though. Let's enjoy the ride. It's going to be a long year, and you can complain about this and that and that. As long as we winning, let's enjoy the ride. Now, when we lose, I'm going to be talking bad, but hopefully it's to a non-conference like Notre Dame if we lose. I don't want to lose no game, but if we do, hopefully it's that non-conference. But just enjoy the ride, y'all. Just enjoy the ride. I enjoy talking football and talking about even the quarterbacks. It's a blessing and a curse. So, like, share, subscribe. Go Blue.